The scope of discourse analysis. Hello, my name is Isha Ramadhani. I will explain about the scope of discourse analysis. So, we will talk about the fact. The fact is human life is surrounded by message which continuously pass from one person to another or other people. The question, what is the main purpose of expressing a message and what do people do to convey their message? So we'll talk about spoken discourse. What is spoken discourse? How does spoken discourse work? The following stuff about spoken language is: first, a language is spoken when it is employed for communication, and second, it consists of a number of a typical sound system. Speaking is its true representation. To comprehend speech is to comprehend spoken language. And what is speaking? Speaking can be characterized as the ability to communicate ideas verbally and is shaped by vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, coherence, fluency, and comprehensibility. Richard said that people use speaking to employ three major functions: speaking as interaction, speaking as transaction, and speaking as performance. These are the scope of spoken discourse. Speaking as interaction. The speaking displays interactional function such as it primarily establishes social interaction. It focuses on satisfying the participant's social needs. It is interactive and requires two-way participation. It involves two or more people meet somewhere. It functions to establish a comfortable atmosphere of interaction among participants. It contains more than one topic of talks. It uses many rejoinders such as really or oh no during the interaction. This interactional function indicates the most frequent activity of talking for most people, that is conversation. Conversation divided into two. First in the classroom and second is in the real social life. Classroom conversation. Classroom dialogue. Information about classroom discourse. The classroom is the main setting where Indonesian students are exposed to and encouraged to use the foreign language, either with their peers or teachers. Classroom discourse or classroom conversation refers to the language that the teacher and student use to communicate with one another in a classroom setting. Classroom talk is a unique type of language used by teachers and students in their interaction. According to some language learners, this is because it has unique characteristics that other types do not. That's the special style of classroom conversation. First is teachers tend to speak more simply, and interactions between them and their students are confined to the confine of the classroom when the teachers are instructing their charge. Next, teachers and students frequently converse in a foreign language together in order to practice and improve their communication abilities in that language. Limited right to speak. And the last, teachers and students engage because they are interested in teaching and learning. Nevertheless, because of their social interests, they do not naturally interact. Because of this, teachers routinely assess pupils' language and pose questions to which they already know the answer. Reason for discourse analysis of classroom conversation. First is to demonstrate its usual traits which set it apart from informal discussion in terms of structure, function, and so forth. Next, to motivate students to understand and use the traits while they are in the classroom and wish to participate in talks there. And last, to observe classroom activities and assess the outcome of our instruction and that of our pupil, said McCarthy in 1991. What to do in carrying out for CLC? Richards and Smith. The focus of the for CLC is first is sentence cohesion, second is turn taking, third is the relationship between sentence, four is speech moves, and five is speech act. What can you see in the following example of a CLC? First, pupil. Now then, I've got some things there too. Hands up. What's that? What is it? Saw. Teacher, it's a saw. Yes, this is a saw. By using our common eyes, we only see a dialogue extract between a teacher and his or her student. But by using DA, we will see different things. And what is it? What is the contribution for CLC? In addition to those two things, the CLC, the results also include cultural data. As an illustration, Indonesia instructor in charge of teaching Bahasa Indonesia to Australian students make use the discourse function and sequencing when instructing the class to account for cultural differences. As a result, the teacher initiates the lesson with an ask, then invite pupils to respond with an answer, and then provide feedback with a comment. It is emphasized that cultural adaptation in the classroom will enable teachers to adapt their teaching methods to the culture that is typically present among Australian students. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.